waste, fraud, and abuse wherever they see it, resulting in even more savings and, in turn, a larger Doge dividend check for Americans and their families. And he then includes a link to a new website
these little
set up where you can read the full
knobs
proposal
off inside of here.
So you can go read it, or you can just watch our first video on this where we outline the full proposal. Like this, and I'll put it on the end screen of this video. And you can see that Fishback is reiterating the fact that he hopes that people will be calling out wastewater abuse. So I don't know, depending on what you think about it, I guess it
I was going to do these for the front wheels, but
could be a negative or could be seen as a positive.
Actually stick out way too far.
If you see it as a positive, it's probably going to create not a very nice atmosphere within the government for a few years, where people are kind of calling out, teams that are wasteful, working from home,
I can't use them like that, so I'm just going to have the front wheels like that. These are the ones for the came with the kit. These ones from the Lindbergh. So, howdy everyone. I got the engine in, mounted. Had to mess with that cross member up front there. Keep trimming both sides of that little notch to get it in there. But is that crank thing is a little wider than that slot, but I think I got it in there. The engine motors there are just barely touching. So now I'm working on it. Drive shafts. The transporter truck comes with 2 different drive shafts because it had an extended frame for the transporter, which is cut off a little bit here. So I got both of them on here. I believe this is the longer one here. I made it a little bit longer because like here, I got it spliced together. This is the conventional frame, and this is the cab over frame. This is how I make my drive shafts. I cut the end off on one, and I take this and I mark it with a marker, or I, with my knife, make a little mark. Line it up, make a mark, and I cut it and make sure it's tight enough. But I don't glue it together until I get them both in there, and I glue it together because then they're both in the holes. Or you got to bend it to try to get it in. I don't know if you can see it. My little notch, my mark I made with my knife. So you feel it more than anything. When I do, I just roll it, make sure it's at a 90. Let's clean it up a little.
$19 million for biodiversity conservation in Nepal. $1.5 million for voter confidence. We want to give them confidence. In Liberia, $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $2.5 million for inclusive democracies in South Africa. But we cannot stop now. We're going to push forward every single day. In the immortal words of that great American hero, Captain John Paul Jones, I have not yet begun to fight. And neither have you. So together for the next 4 years, we are going to stand strong. We are going to work hard. We are going to fight, and win. Thank you to CPAC. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Mercedes. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And a very special hello to CPAC. It's been a long time. We'd love to be back. It's hotter than ever. This place is packed. You gotta see outside. They don't know what's happening. They have no idea what's happening. And a friend is here from Argentina, and a friend is here from Poland. Stand up. Great job. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the nation's capital, where our movement is thriving, fighting, winning, and dominating Washington like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like this before. We used to have a little smaller crowds here. It's a little bigger. The fraudsters, liars, cheaters, globalists, and deep state bureaucrats are being sent packing. The illegal alien criminals are being sent home. We're draining the swamp and we're restoring government by the people, for the people. For years, Washington was controlled by a... Okay, getting back to the hearing yesterday, folks, I told you Cash was the guy. I know Cash personally. I don't let my personal relationships get in the way of my show. I owe you better. I'm just telling you, who Cash is personally is who Cash is publicly. Cash is a good man. Cash has been the victim of all of this deep state BS that's happened, and I want you to know this. People forget this. You guys ready? Don't ever forget Devin Nunes and Cash Patel. Devin Nunes and Cash Patel, if it wasn't for those two, you would know absolutely nothing about the collusion. You wouldn't. They were the ones, those two guys. Others got on later. They were the two guys who cracked this thing open from the inside. And because of that, their lives were turned upside down. Cash knows what it's like. Cash also knows the dirty details behind January 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, I've told you 1,000 times, I wish things would have went down different, okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything was great that day. No, that's not what happened. But there is zero question right now, zero, that what happened that day, the full story's never been told. Whether it's been the mobilization of the National Guard, federal involvement in that day I know happened, and in addition, the identity of the pipe bomber. Someone is hiding a deep, dark secret about what happened on January 6th. This is the real reason the left hates Cash Patel, by the way. Here he is addressing the National Guard and who was called and when was called. The left doesn't want this story out there because they want to look like, oh, we're clean of all this. We had nothing to do with anything. Oh, really? Check this out.
What were you doing on that day?
On that day specifically, responding to preparing to mobilize and deploy the National Guard once we got the lawful request from the local governing authority, which was the mayor of D.C. and the Speaker of the House.
Now, how many days in advance were you working to prepare the Department of Defense to help secure the Capitol on January 6th?
Days in advance, Senator, we
Chum Bob. Why couldn't you just stay over there? Hmm? Papa was gonna tape his truck. Record it. Must you mess with everything? That's glue. Don't mess with that. Stop. Don't mess with that. Why don't you go over there? Go on. Hey. Why don't you go over there? Big cat. Get crap in your eyes again, too.